Good evening, everyone. First and foremost, thank you everyone who has commented, and or subscribed to my channel, or who has added me on Instagram. It means the world. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the reading. It's so interesting that the blood moon is on Monday, but the eclipse is on Sunday, and it's so interesting to me because it's like two different energies. It's gonna be rainy, and then it's gonna be cold, and I just feel like that's the ending of when I think of cold, I think of barren, I think of hibernation, I think of um almost like a death, but in death of the sense of like a rebirth. And things are just very clear and exact. So yeah. Very ego driven too. This energy that this new moon in Leo, I think I mentioned that. Very ego driven. Me. And I'm not the only one who has said this. So yeah, with that being said, let's get started. Whatever. Universe, let me know. Universe, tell me when to stop. Tell me to stop there. All right. King of Pentacles. So a lot of you are really taking in your stock of your foundation, your wealth, the power that you have. And I feel like a lot of you have been worrying about how to move in that and move in that duality and to really truly focus on what is best. Okay. I'm also getting that some of you might be in a place of finding peace. You're trying to find peace right now. Some of you are really trying to find peace and really trying to get yourself out of this energy that is just no good for you. All right. And I don't think you know how to move forward with this. I feel like also too this has to do with a friendship or relationship. You have been really worrying about and having anxiety about it because you wanted to move forward. And I feel like things just didn't work out the way they wanted. This is not you, this is somebody else. And it was a difficult decision you had to make, but I feel like, you know, this was a fated decision, and I feel like it's for the betterment of both parties involved because this is Gemini energy, because I feel someone was trying their hard to have emotional fulfillment, but I feel like they really wanted to take the action of um, doing for themselves. And because I have let me start over first and foremost. The first three cards that I have are Nine of Swords, okay, Queen of Rods, okay, sorry, Two of Cups. Someone might have been in a twin flame relationship with somebody, and I feel like somebody was really worrying about what action to take in the decision of ending it. That's the vibe that I get. Um, Someone was juggling a lot, And I feel like they weren't really in their place of happiness because of it, and they had to take action. This can be, I see Gemini, I see Libra, and this left them kind of in limbo. Pisces energy too. They were very conflicted, but they had to move on. Um, they had to, this had to move forward. This couldn't. This union had to end, and I feel like somebody spoke their truth about it. And they've been kind of. I feel like this person really didn't truly give their full potential. And the King of Cups energy is, I think that's Pisces too. It's either Pisces or Scorpio, one of the two. No, sorry, Cancer. Um, Someone I feel wasn't really honest, and I feel that they have been struggling with this for a while. Um, Perhaps months before you two ended it, they really struggled with the fact of telling you the truth that they were just not in the correct headspace that they wanted to be in this relationship, okay? And, I feel this person wallowed, and either you or them wanted to start something new or to rekindle that and to keep that moving, but someone was just really feeling like, woe is me. Like, why is this all happening to me? If this is not them, this is you. It's like, woe is me. Why is this happening? I don't understand why this is happening. Um, this is just ridiculous. But I feel like someone may have been in a third party situation, and one or the other had the foundation pulled from up under them. Like, shit just wasn't what they really thought it would be. When I mean third party, it doesn't necessarily have to be a person. Because if I would have pulled, like, say for instance, um, come look at my deck now. Yeah, yeah. This wasn't. I feel like a person. I feel like this was a situation externally that pulled them away emotionally, and they went headfirst into it. Like, this is what I'm gonna do, and it ended up falling apart. Um, and yeah, they had to end up being single. And I feel like their finances were severely affected. They had to go in head first and really find out whom they really are. So the reason why I say that, we have the Three of Cups, the Tower, the Fool, Queen of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, and the Hermit. Um, this person was ready for the truth. And either you were ready for the truth or they were ready for the truth. And truthfully, this person wants to be single because they still have a lot of self discovery to do. They have a lot of work to do, essentially. If it's not them, this is you. Whomever this is has a lot of work to do, and they know they have a lot of work to do. This is Virgo energy. So I'm thinking maybe this was probably contemplating them around like late summer during Virgo season. So August, um, towards the end of August, mid September. And this was a karmic cycle. They had to learn. But, they've been holding on, and there's still love there. There's still um there's still a sense of emotional fulfillment when they're around you. And if this is not you, this is them. I'm getting a lot of cups energy. So this is emotions right now. And rods, a lot of action. But mostly cups. This is some very intense energy right now. Yeah, they had to leave because I feel like they are truly starting to really figure out things, and they're going to start to notice their achievements, and they're going to be recognized for the achievements. If this is not a romantic situation, um this could be a work situation. Some of you, you might have to leave something behind and start something new. This could also be moving away. So some of you might be moving because of a job, and I feel like this will be the best thing for you to do. Okay, you will be recognized. All right. Eight of Cups. You're gonna really. Sorry, let me go back. You're gonna really look back on your achievements and really see how far you've come, and you're gonna take note and take stock in that, and still pursue the things that you desire in your life. And this is not, like I said, this is not a relationship situation. This is a work situation. So I have the Eight of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, the Six of Rods. Before that, I had the Wheel of Fortune, the Strength, and Page of Cups. All right. Now, Spirit is telling me that a lot of you really have to hone in on your intuition, find, the place of clarity and move forward with that, because the you're ready to move. You're ready to push forward, and universe is telling you you got to trust your movements. Trust how you move. Trust your actions. Page of Rods, the Chariot, High Priestess. Now, well, it's an interesting one. Queen of Cups, Ten of Rods, Ten of Swords. A lot of you might be going through some really heavy shit right now, and it might be a lot on you. I feel like there's a lot on you, and it's okay to feel how you're feeling, because I feel like if you don't, it's not going to benefit anybody, including yourself. Like, you're going to end up hurting yourself. This, to me, whenever I see the Ten of Swords, sorry, even though it can be like backstabbing or hurt and betrayal, I feel like some of you are betraying yourselves, but not realizing the amount of burden and the amount of shit that you carry. And you need to acknowledge that, express that. Don't hold that shit in. Okay? A lot of you also too are understanding and feeling this hard. With the Nine of Rods here, this shows me that a lot of you are still feeling the after effects of, being hurt, being betrayed, or just feeling overburdened. And with the Queen of Pentacles, it is telling me that you still have you're still a strong being. You still have a strong foundation. And you are always moving forward and taking in every action that you do, and very swiftly. You don't hold anything back, or you don't leave anything behind, sorry, in what you do to create your foundation. Okay? Things are moving fast because Spirit is guiding you. And Spirit is telling you that, don't feel down. Don't isolate yourself. They're here to help you. Okay? Because the Eight of Rods, the Star, and the Five of Pentacles. A lot of you might be dealing with some heavy financial shit right now, but I feel like communication is going to come in a few days that's going to really turn around things for you. Okay? We're into Aquarius season, and I feel like with Aquarius energy, a lot of Aquarians that I know, very straight to the point, very kind of do they, not do their own thing, but like they go to the beat of their own drum. And I feel like if you do that for yourself, that Spirit telling you that you are on the right path. They're showing you ways in order for you to not feel isolated, not to feel desperate, not to feel depressed. Stop Yeah. So a lot of you are really taking the time to see how your actions have affected you. And some of you could be regrettable about the decisions that you've made. And you got to take time out and really like acknowledge that. Go within, feel everything, be nostalgic. It's totally okay. Because I have the Five of Swords, the Four of Swords, and the Six of Cups. As you continue to build, universe is showing you things. I feel like this full moon is going to be a lot for people. This is a great time for a lot of people to really build what it is that they want to build. That's the vibe that I'm getting. Build what you wanted to build, but do it in a sense of abundance, balance, um, being open to any possibilities that may come. Because this moon energy is all about endings too. So some of you might be ending the ways of like not putting in that work. Some of you are with the blood moon, you know, you're really putting yourself out there and it's scary. You have to put yourself out there right now. But also find balance and also be aware of, you know, how you're doing things because um, you are you're learning to move and maneuver. And universe is telling me that a lot of you have to learn to maneuver and find better ways to make money. You have to start over for some of you. You really have to start over your foundation, start over your finances because this new moon is this full moon, sorry, it's gonna bring out a lot to really have you see like how fucked up you have been doing and how you really need to change. So yeah. I hope stop being in your head. That's what I wanted to say too. Please stop being in your head. Please stop victimizing yourself. Um, know your worth. Because I feel like this is a card too of knowing your worth. Know your worth. Understand your worth. See how far you've progressed and become in the stage of your life right now. But yeah, that's my reading. That's it. I'm going to try to get some rest because the sis is tired. I send much love to you all. Have a wonderful, 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 wonderful Saturday. 12.